building is crushed.
Welcome to the Colossus Marvel Rivals concept. My name is Chocobite, and today we're going to be analyzing Colossus to see how he will fit into Marvel Rivals today. But before we begin, I would like to address I'm an active player of Marvel Rivals and usually stop at around GM and comp, so the concept will be more accurate and fair for gameplay rather than it just looks cool. So with that being said, let's begin. Starting with his passive and base HP. So his base health is 700. Or an even 750. I wanted to be a high base number because most of his abilities aren't just shields and stuff like that. It's forms of it, but it's not him himself. You will see what I mean when we get there. But starting with his first passive called Organic Steel, he gets an automatic 5% damage reduction to all bullet types. Bullets also have a 10% chance to deflect and deal a very small amount of damage to nearby enemies. I feel like this passive makes him more unique in terms of, yeah, there's another aspect of, chance happening because when bullets hit him, they could reflect. I wanted him to be more unique, and he's more of a anti-dive build, but he can also be a little bit of, anti-snipers too, teams. So I wanted him to have a little bit of everything. Now, moving on to his neutrals. I believe his neutrals will be more like a slow, heavy punches with his hands put together and deals a small amount of knockback per hit. That will give him some great pressure against other tanks and dive. My vision for him is to be an anti-dive kind of tank since it's in his character to protect others. This also allows him to be slightly different from other tanks that punch like Hulk and the Thing, so it doesn't feel exactly the same. Now, moving on to his right click, it would be Impenetrable defense, allowing him to have 50% damage reduction and also allows him to not get headshot criticals for a short duration. I believe this makes him even more viable against sniper types playstyle, but you also have to time it since the cooldown will be 15 seconds or even more if we need it. Once you run out of the bar, which lasts about 5 seconds, it's over with and it goes back to cooldown. He can also use any of his abilities right after he finished doing this, just like how Rogue can dash right after she does her blocking animation. So yeah, that's kind of the vision I have for it. Now, moving on to his first major ability. It is called Stronger Than Stone. Colossus rips up the ground to make a wall in front of him, shielding him. The wall is around 200 HP and cooldown will be around 14 seconds. Colossus can also punch the wall forward if he presses the button again, dealing damage to whoever is in front and knocking them back significantly. This grants him more anti-dive capabilities. He can also use this on an ally and stomp the ground to make a smaller shield in front of them for 150 shield, and if the enemy is in the area, they also get knocked up from it. This sounds very strong, but in concept, you have to pick and choose if you want to protect or if you want to even use it for damage. The whole point of this is to give you options, rather as just, you just have a shield, or we just give them a shield. Well, this shield is a physical wall now too. Maybe you can wall up a place for a little bit, just kind of like Groot does. You have more options instead of just being, I have more defense now. Now, moving on to his second major ability. It's called Not Your Friend. Colossus quickly rips a boulder from the ground and hurls it in the target direction, dealing medium damage to enemy if it hits, hitting his own concrete wall directly with this boulder sends it flying forward, damaging and pushing back enemies on the other side significantly more. The cooldown should be around 10 seconds. I put it for this because he needs at least one ability that comes up fairly quicker. And I feel like since it's this ability, it can be used long range, even that close, just for a good knockback, just to get people off people. It's kind of like your first viable option if needed, if you couldn't get there. Now, his third major ability is Fireball Pressure. You dash towards the enemy and grab them, and you can even grab up to 2 people and throw them in the air and slam them back down. This allows displacement and great setup for combos. I wanted him to have some kind of grab, since that's what he's mostly known for. He has a lot of grabs and honestly, he's kind of like a wrestler grappler type when he fights for most of the panels that I've seen, or he kind of just puts his durability to the test. So yeah, he needed a grab move, kind of like how Rogue got one and Emma Frost kind of has one, but kind of combine both of them together and boom, you got this move, which is called Fireball Pressure. Obviously, playing off the name the Fireball Special, the team up he's going to have with Wolverine. Now, we're finally on to his ult. Now for his ult, I was thinking about a lot of things like, oh, he can do this, like do immense amount of damage or something like that, Earthquake. And honestly, that's not him. And his ult should be him protecting his teammates. So it is called Carry Their Burden. Colossus gains 400 bonus health for every nearby ally until his ult is over. During this time, 75% of all damage dealt to nearby allies is dealt to Colossus instead. When those same allies are healed, Colossus receives some healing too. Duration is about 8 seconds. Now, I can understand how this can be very OP or very underwhelming depending on the team, because you have anti-heal now, you have people who shred health, you have Wanda who does, 10,000 damage with her ult, which could be a good counter. But I believe that this forces him to be with a team. This ult is not good without his team. And I won't expect him to that heavy because he's part of the X-Men. And he does this all the time where he's protecting his team. So I feel like his ult should very much reflect that instead of it just being something he just pops out of nowhere and it's just like, oh wow, more defense, or like how the thing knocks up. It's not none of that. No, you need your team here and you're protecting your team. You're basically putting your faith in them while you're taking all the blows. And I love that concept. I don't know about you guys. I love Colossus. I love how he's a tank. I love how he cares about his whole team, and I love his demeanor about it too. So yeah, that's his ultimate. And last but not least, we already know what team up he's going to have. It's going to be the fastball special. I mean, how can it not be? It's like the most iconic team up move in the X-Men. We've seen it's such a minuscule move. You're just throwing this little fur ball and he just goes, kills whatever it is. Now, I would like to say, I think his version should be different than Hulk's and the Things. While yes, that's you just pick him up and throw him, I feel like Wolverine should have something extra added onto it since it's the original. Like when he gets thrown, he slams down and that person, I don't know, not get stunned, but like, yeah, I guess just takes extra damage. Like everybody around takes extra slam damage because of how hard he throws it. Now, yeah, that's kind of favoritism, but I think just to make it more broad, that would be it. Honestly, I couldn't think of any other notable team ups for him. So right now, it's just going to be the fastball special. Now, I really hope you enjoyed my concept for Colossus. Shout out to PennyPop2932 on Reddit for most of this concept. I asked before I used it, of course, but the link is in the description for all he posted, but I did add it a lot to his original ideas. And yeah, I do want to do more of these videos, so let me know who you want to see. I am a very big X-Men fan, but I'm also open to like, say even like DC, anime, or any other fandom. Like I really love talking about video games. I'm into hero shooters heavy, RPGs and more RPGs, so I know my stuff on a lot of these things, and I think it can make it really interesting for people who also have that thought. There are other concept videos on YouTube, but I kind of never see them done like this exactly, so I kind of want to bring something a little new, more of the gaming vibe. So if you like that, please like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.